Oh, hi. Who, me?
Was that a genuine surprise
Yes.
reaction? Okay.
It was.
Welcome to another crochet video.
Yes. And I am making tags because I hate myself. With a hook that's too big for the holes, so I have to be super careful. Because I'm too lazy to get up and get them because I slept only an hour or so last night.
That's not good.
Well, I was so stressed out about everything that's going on this week that I didn't sleep very much.
Can you tell we've got a market this weekend?
Oh my God,
we have a big festival.
This isn't even half of the stuff.
It's a disaster in here. This is only the most recent stuff we've been making. We've already packed up 2 big inventory bags, which I have upstairs, but I wanted to show you some of the stuff that we're packing.
Those bags I highly recommend. They're like the best bags ever.
They are really good. They're pretty durable. We got them on Amazon. We will link them below if you're interested. But they've just made getting to and from the market so much easier.
Plus they're water resistant.
Yes. Usually I will put one on my back as like a backpack, which is nice.
They load up nice in the wagon when we use the wagon.
Right. So we can't speak highly enough about these bags, but it's time to fill them.
Oh boy.
So, oh my gosh.
What, these tags?
Yeah, so some things, we've talked about this in the past, some things we tag and some things we have signs for. If we have things that we have like a million of them and they're small, we use the signs.
Right. If they're one-offs or there's multiple sizes of the same thing, that might be $1 or $2 difference. Like the stick-up cats, some of the ones that are with the thicker yarn are a little bit more expensive than the ones with the snuggles. Sweet snuggles. With the snuggle bear.
Right. So as we are tagging and packing things up, I'm also making a list on my phone of our inventory because I like to have just a complete list of everything that we're bringing, which came in handy last time because this market that we're going to this time is the same organizer, same venue as the last one.
The same busyness.
Well, I would be okay if it was a little lower. But just because we have so much stuff coming up. But the last time we went, it was the biggest festival that we've ever had. We made a lot of money, which we were very, very grateful for. But we also sold a lot of our inventory. So my sister was kind enough to join us that day, and she was writing down our sales, or at least like trying to, until she left us. And she was like,
so
I'm out of here.
That she ran away.
So we did miss a few things when I was trying to add it up at the end because since we're both selling stuff, we need to have an accurate list of what we've sold to make sure that like we're both getting paid for what we sold, right? We need to divide the money depending on who sold what. So
well, not equally, but
depending on what you sold,
appropriately.
So that's very important to us, and that's why last time I was really happy that I had an accurate list of what we brought so I can compare it to what we brought back since our sales list was not 100% right. So
she had one job. She blew it.
We love you, Chris. She's not watching this. But she will not be joining us this time, so it's just going to be you and me. And it's going to be scary. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully it's a really good day.
It's not going to be scary. I mean, I hope we have a lot of sales, but when you look out in front of you and there's like 4 to 5 people deep just waiting to get to the front of your table, it's like so scary.
It is a little bit scary.
It's very scary. Yes.
I am a very anxious person. I think doing these markets and these events really has helped me with that, but it's still like overwhelming at times.
I wanted to run away when I saw like at the beginning of the market all the people like come over to our booth and just like, you're all here for us?
Well, Bowie is ready to start packing some stuff up, right, baby boy?
He's got his little campfire down there.
Yes. I want to show you guys some of the corn-specific things, because usually when we have, like, a themed event, we try to make stuff that goes with a theme. So this time...
And it usually does okay.
Yeah, this is the corn festival. So I didn't make a lot of... I didn't make anything that wasn't, like, just corn. You know what I mean? Like I made corn,
Yeah.
but I didn't make any animals that like incorporated corn. I was planning on doing the corn snails by Garden Hoe Market, but unfortunately I just ran out of time and I did not get around to making them. I will make them in the future because I think they're really cute even outside of this.
I was hoping to do a corn dog,
I was too.
but I didn't have time.
And I don't mean like a hot dog with cornmeal around it. I mean like a corn on the cob with a dog face. Yeah. I was also planning on doing that.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have time, so I literally just made corns for the event specific stuff.
I only made one corn object, and that was a corn cob keychain, which is right
Can you just show us one?
here.
Oh, so cute. That's adorable.
Why, thank
And this
you.
was free-handed by you, right?
Yes.
Very, very cute. So that was also just like, you made the full yellow part of the corn.
Right. It's two separate pieces. The husk and the interior corn body. The corn bone.
Okay.
Yes.
The corn bone.
Yeah. The corn bone.
All right.
And the silks on the top were added like a hook rug, you know?
Would you like to hold the camera while
Yes,
I show
I
some
would
stuff?
love it.
Okay. So, we haven't even decided the prices of these yet. We
No.
haven't even decided if they're getting signs or tags. So
They're getting tags, daughter. It's going to
All
be
the corn?
easier. Not the small ones, the bigger ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this one. Ooh, so cute.
It's so soft.
If you've been watching, you've probably seen all this corn already, but this is by Comfort Loops. I love watching her on YouTube, and I'm very excited that I got to make this pattern by her. So this is in the Michael's yarn in the jumbo size 7.
Right, the
And
full size,
yes,
I like to call
this
it.
one is a no-sew, so the corn is
The corn bone is attached to the silk.
to the silk bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you make the husk first, and then back loop only in the corn.
Right.
Or, yeah, back loop only, and then build the corn part. So it's not like you can take this one out, because I do have one where you take it out.
It has a pleasant face.
It does. It's super cute. I
Yeah.
love it. I think that's a nice size. I
It
guess
is a nice size.
for this, maybe I'll do like 20? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
18 to 20, I was thinking.
Yeah. So I'm still thinking about it, but we will have a decision for you
Yes.
in a few moments. I also made them in the same pattern
In the posh.
in the Big Twist Posh,
Mm-hmm.
which was very fun to work with. I'm happy that it's back.
Yes, and we just saw today the new colors.
Oh, they're hot.
They really needed to fill in the gaps with the reds and the pinks, and boy, did they ever. Nice stuff, and a darker gray, too.
Yeah. So I think I have 9 of, I think I have 2 jumbo. I think I
Okay.
have 9 of the Posh.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also made them with the Dollar Tree yarn, which honestly, this is the Just Chenille from the Dollar Tree.
It's not bad.
I love the colors. The thing is, when I bought this and I was like, I'm going to use it for the corn, I was thinking it was going to work up the same as this and be the same price. But the Dollar Tree one is so much smaller. It's very soft.
So what are you going to put on that one?
So, okay, I'm thinking...
20. 20.
20,
Or 18.
14,
Yeah.
and
10.
10. Not like 12. No, I guess not.
No, because it's roughly the same size, and...
I mean, I'm thinking in terms of, for the Strawberry Festival, I had those chicks with the strawberry hats, and I sold those for 12.
You did?
And they flew. And this is about the same amount of effort, I would say. Maybe, yeah.
Because the Baby Yodas are 10.
Right.
And that is about the same amount of effort. And size.
Why, did you make this?
Nope.
Sass! No, yeah, I don't know. This is quite the size difference, but it's the same amount of work, which is why it's like, ugh, I don't know.
Uh-oh, somebody's eating.
Get a squeaker?
Yep.
Bubby, you can't have that.
Lemmy says, what's a squeaker?
Baby.
Oh, that is.
Dirty piece of plastic. By the time you guys see this, it'll be too late. But let me know how you would price all this.
Yeah.
I will mention too, like, this festival is in Beacon, which is, if you're not familiar with the Hudson Valley, it is on the train line to New York City. So there are probably going to be a lot of people coming from New York City.
Plus, that area is very frou-frou.
A little affluent.
Yes.
At least compared to our town.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
To any
I gotta
town.
make a decision here. I don't know. I think I am gonna stick with 20 on this one just because of the materials.
Yeah. Stop doing Girls Gone Wild with that.
So much fun to play with though. And I forgot to mention I made 9 of this size as well.
Okay.
I don't know why it was 9 and not 10, but that's just how it worked out.
I guess that's what you had enough for.
I think because I was like, I'm not gonna start a new skein on this right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll come back to that, but let me just show you the other corn
Okay.
that I have.
Get those corn bones out of here.
So this one is Carlos the corn.
And the corn bone is separate.
Yes. So this is this pattern is by, I want to say it's Green.
Farm?
No. I just looked this up. I want to say it's like Green Craft Store.
Okay.
Green Craft Store. And this pattern is super fun.
The hat
because
makes it.
This corn comes out. It has arms and legs.
Wow.
And
that's
it
creepy.
has a hat. So this pattern was like a lot of fun to work on. The only thing I will say is in the pattern, you make the legs and I think the arms separately.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do crochet them in, if I remember
Right.
correctly. However, I didn't want to do that. So I just made them as I went. So
you just chained?
I chained and I added the little feet, whatever.
Right.
But
Which is also a chain.
yeah. The way that it works up though, it almost looks like they're like wrong side up. Like this is
Right.
the right side.
Oh.
But it doesn't look bad.
It's fine, because it's in its little corn suit.
Yeah. So this one is a bit more work than the other corn pattern because you do have to make this full husk.
You gotta
and
make
this
all
full
the,
corn,
and you gotta make the hat.
and you make the hat. So it is more work.
And it's more materials.
Right. This is in the Michael's yarn, which is my favorite yarn.
Yes.
It's my favorite yarn. So I think for this guy, I'm gonna do 25
Yeah, I think
because
that's,
it's a lot of work.
I think that's, even, you could go higher.
I think I'm gonna do 25.
Because it's really like having 2 plushies almost with the hat and the husk and the bone.
Yeah, I don't know. I want him to sell.
I think
I have 5
25
of
is
these.
good though.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do 25 on this.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about it and we'll be back.
Alright. Oh, what's this?
Oh, these are your little sloth pals.
Oh.
This pattern is by Madeline May Coe.
and
Love her patterns.
They're all different.
Yes, you made these. And all the faces, like you said, are a little bit different, which is super cute. And which yarn is this?
That is the dollar store yarn.
Ooh, so I feel like their chenille is...
Simply chenille.
It feels almost velvety to me.
Yeah.
Like it feels more like a velvet.
It does feel like more like a velvet. I like that some are super smiling. Some have tiny lips. This one is just super tiny lips.
This one looks like it's nervous.
Yes. Some have longer arms, which is fun.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Some have short and stubby arms and body.
Right. So you decided to price these at 12, which I think is a good one.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I did make a decision. I'm doing $10 on the baby corn,
Oh,
and I'm doing $14 on the posh corn.
yes.
That's where
Wonderful.
we're at. Posh is expensive.
Posh
so,
is expensive. It's one of the more expensive yarns, I feel like.
yeah. Well, we're going to continue. We're not going to show everything that we're bringing because a lot of it is our staples that we bring every time. But we'll try to show you some of the more unique items that we haven't really brought yet.
Right.
Hey everyone! Okay, so we did a really bad job of vlogging, getting
packed
up for this event because
we were under the gun.
I had to like come over last night at like 6 o'clock after work.
Yes.
Just to like finish up the last minute stuff, and like it's a lot when we're also in the middle of a Big Brother season. So I apologize for that if you wanted to see more of the packing process, but
Yeah.
we stamped bags. Well, you stamped bags. I tried to stamp bags and I was really bad at it. So
I got the new ink pad. It was wonderful. It was big.
yeah, it's a giant one.
It works better if you stand up and push down. Doesn't hurt your freaking triceps or biceps, whatever.
Arms.
No, it's like a specific muscle.
No, I know. But yeah, we did that. You printed out some stickers with
That's
the
right.
the thermal printer,
Right.
which we've been loving
Oh, it's
so much.
convenient.
Yes. So
It's a soul rejuvenator, not a soul killer.
that's rare. It's very rare, right? So we
Yeah.
love that. And we even managed to get everything in the car this morning.
In one car.
Yes, like I said, part of the reason why in the past we've had to do 2 cars was because my sister would usually be joining us, but she's not here today, which is fine, hopefully. I'm scared because this is,
She kind of freaked out last time, so
well, I think she was bored, but
I don't know. But in case you're interested, we have 5 moving bags, 3 crates, a tent, a 10 by 10 tent,
2 tables,
6
6
foot,
6 foot tables.
and a couple of extra like wire basket things, a cooler, money bag,
2 chairs.
2 directors' chairs. I can't wait to try those out today.
Yeah.
We just got those, and yeah. It all fit. Because,
Yeah.
Oh, and the tent weights, 80
And the
pounds
weights,
of
yeah.
tent weights.
So I'm excited that we were able to get it all in one car. And I'm also excited because the venue for this festival is so freaking gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
It's right on the Hudson River, which is like,
Yeah.
so
And there's a nice breeze.
really,
usually.
really looking forward to it.
And the view, you can't beat it.
Yeah,
You look right over the water to Washington's headquarters.
right.
Wonderful.
So we'll be back in a little bit when we are getting everything together.
Come on. Well, we really got a party, so we gotta leave a guard outside. And when folks come home, they're really gonna hide my eyes. There'll be no more movies for a week or
Go look at the
no more moving with the future working on the Who cares? Whatever
It's good. What time is it?
I don't know.
It's 1:24. So we're an hour and a half in. Feeling good. Made some sales.
Business is brisk. Not as brisk as last time.
But it's a good steady pace.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's a beautiful day.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
The breeze is nuts. I
Yes.
love it.
Very, very nice. And like, could you ask for a better spot?
No. Not at all. And all the dogs on parade.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite parts about doing festivals and markets is like seeing all the dogs that come.
Yes.
I just want to pet them.
All of them.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. It's what everyone's been waiting for. It's time for the market recap
Wrap up.
wrap up. So, overall, what did you think of the event?
I thought it was a very nice event.
Yes, we had a beautiful day. One of our friends came to hang out with us for like 2 hours, which was so sweet, and it was so
Very
nice to
nice.
spend time with her. The weather was absolutely gorgeous.
The weather couldn't have been any nicer. The sun was shining. There was no humidity.
There was a
There was a
nice
nice
breeze
breeze.
because we were by the water.
Yeah. We had our butts in our new director's chairs,
I gotta
which
say,
were a hundo P.
the new chairs were definitely worth the investment.
Yes, they
We paid
were.
about $60 per chair.
Right.
Which seems like a lot, but like we plan on doing a lot of events for as long as our wrists will allow. So,
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed having the taller chair. It felt very sturdy. It was nice having the table, the storage underneath, all
It
that.
didn't take me 5 minutes to get out of the camp chair
Yeah.
like an old woman.
Right. And then sales-wise, it was a very steady day. It wasn't like a big blowout like the last event we had at this venue, which honestly, I mentioned this to you a bunch of times. I was fine with that. As long as we had like a good day, I was happy
Right.
because we have a lot of events coming up. We have several more events that we're already booked for
Yeah.
over the next few months, and we might even sneak a few more in there. We'll see how it goes.
Oh my God.
But while we
Not that I don't want to do them.
No, it's
I
just a
just
lot.
don't know if we have the inventory.
I know. We are planning, of course, on replenishing things and making new things, but it's good to have that base inventory. So I didn't want to have everything completely wiped out. Yeah, so let's talk about how it went. Some of the numbers.
Okay.
There were a lot of surprises where I was like, wow, I'm really surprised that this didn't sell, this
Yeah.
didn't sell. Overall, the small items were the star of the day.
Right.
Watashi wa sta.
Yeah. Except, very surprisingly, for the corn keychains.
We saw one corn keychain. Like, what?
It was a corn festival,
yeah,
people.
That's crazy, because when we did the strawberry festival there, they were just like off the rack so quickly. First half hour, I would say. They were
all gone in the first half an hour.
These corn keychains, though, people were not biting.
People were like, oh, isn't that cute? It's corn.
And
then they were like,
I'm going to get something else.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because now you just have them.
A lot of people did get your bigger corn. Like maybe they didn't want a keychain, maybe they wanted a corn doll.
I think also they were into the other keychains, because you did really well with some of your other keychains,
thank
which
you.
we'll get into. But
Yeah.
overall, definitely small items. Not a lot of huge items. Well, not huge, but big items purchased that day. I think the crowd for this one was a lot different than the last time we were at this venue. This crowd had a lot of families, and I'm talking like multiple kids per family, most of them. So the parent would be like, okay, you each get to spend like $5 to $10, because they had a lot of kids to buy for.
Yeah, I mean,
which I totally
you can't buy a $25 item for each kid, and you can't buy it for one and not the others. So like, I totally get that.
Yeah, respect to some of these parents, because like I would have caved immediately. There were a few times where the kid was like begging for something in particular.
Yeah,
and the parent was strong.
They stood strong, and I was just like, "You're stronger than I am," because I would have caved.
Yeah. So, again, like, it just kind of emphasizes how important it is to have a wide variety of prices for your items, because...
And a wide variety of items.
That, too. But, like, we really bumped up how many $5 items we had.
I think we pretty
starting
much
with the
doubled the $5 items for this show, which was good.
Right. So, there was a lot of
sold a lot of
variety. Okay, so, our booth fee for this event, $80. A bargain.
A definite bargain.
Yes. We had to get insurance for this one. We used the ACT insurance, which is great if you're just doing like a one-day
one and done.
Yeah. So we've used them quite a few times now, but I still feel like we're not at the point where I want to get it for the whole year, because I think it's like $25 a month. So that's like if you're doing a lot of events every month that require insurance.
Didn't we have to buy 3 insurances already?
Yeah, we've gotten quite a few. So
I mean, it probably would make sense to get it for the whole year if it's $25 a month, because...
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to have to think about that, because down the line we might need to be getting into something like that. But not every event requires insurance.
Right.
But we did get a little bit of a discount on this one, because usually it's about $49 or like $50, but we only had to pay $45.
I believe the insurance is also tax deductible.
Oh,
I think.
keep that in
Correct me
mind.
if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's tax deductible.
Gotta get those deductions.
That's right.
All right.
Itemize.
We're going to give you the sales total at the end, even though it's probably in the thumbnail. But let's go through the items. So instead of doing each individual sale, I grouped together all of the like items so that it's not super boring. But Okay, first
It
thing...
might still be super boring, but
It might be, but...
it's what it is.
Yeah. And again, of course, all of the patterns for these plushies will be hopefully in a Google Doc that I've made by this point, because I really need to get that Google
Nice.
Doc made. Okay, so first thing before we get into, like, the regular stuff, this was the first time that I took a custom order during the show, because usually there's so many people per show who are like, oh, do you do custom orders?
Can I have your business card?
And I'm like, absolutely, just shoot me a message and we can figure something out. But this was the first time that somebody told me exactly what they wanted. I got their email from them. I did not have them pay for this item at the festival, because this is the first time that this actually happened to me, and I was
Right.
so I was like, you know what? I usually have people pay me once the item's made anyway. So they gave me their email. I made the item the following evening. They wanted this black and white axolotl, which I think is super
so
cute.
hot.
Yes. The problem is I emailed them about it a few days ago, and I've heard nothing so far.
Not a big deal, because
I'll just sell it anyway if they don't come back for it.
if they flake out, you can still sell it.
Yeah,
It's still saleable.
Don't you want your axolotl? He's cute. Yeah, so maybe they had second thoughts. I don't know. Or maybe they just haven't checked their email.
Right.
But we'll see. Okay. Next up. This is always a popular item. The chick with the frog hats.
Everybody who sees the chick with the frog hat is like, can you believe this? It's a chick with a frog hat.
Right. I brought 12 of the small ones, and I sold 10. So that was very popular. I've already replenished for our next show, which is this weekend. Because I just know they're always
It's
a
popular.
winner. But this is interesting.
It's popular until it's not.
Yeah, right. I did make, this was the first time I've had this available. I made a version of it with the jumbo yarn, so it was bigger, and I sold 0 of them.
It could possibly not be its fault. It could just be, like we said, there were families there, and they couldn't afford the higher ticket items.
Yeah. Honestly, our biggest demographic is not kids. It's like the
College
teens and the
students.
college students. They are ready to buy, and they will buy
They
the
got
bigger
that
items as
disposable
well.
income.
So
'cause they want it.
there were not as many in that age group that were there last weekend.
They must have been on vacay.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, people are on vacation, whatever. Maybe just like the appeal of strawberries was greater than corn.
I mean, strawberries are cuter than corn. Sorry, corn.
Wow.
know.
But yeah, that, I mean, we did really well with that age group last time at the Strawberry Festival.
And at the pickle festival that we did last year.
Right, but they just didn't really show up as much for the corn, but that's okay.
Right.
Small dogs, I sold 3. These are the Arteza Natiel. I was a little bit surprised that it was only 3, because last time I think I sold like 15.
Yeah.
But again, that's fine, because we have an animal shelter event this weekend, and I was hoping I'd have a lot of dogs, so that's cool. The Chonky Mushroom Boys, I sold 5 of the small ones.
The re-uppins of the Chonky Mushroom Boys.
Honestly, go ahead.
They were flattish for a while.
I mean, a lot of people online have been saying they're not selling for them anymore, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to sell what I have left, and then maybe I don't make them again. But they're, like, still popping for me.
Yeah.
They've still been really popular, so I think I'm going to keep making them until they stop selling. I also sold one of the bigger ones, which was nice.
With squish.
Yes, it's a squishy. I sold 1 alligator. I sold 5 of the, I had 5 Carlos the Corn, and I sold 5 Carlos the Corns.
Carlos was very popular.
People
that
were
day.
really into that.
They loved that you could pull him out of the husk and remove his hat.
Yeah, and I did end up pricing him at $25.
Yeah.
And people were ready to buy.
Yes.
You sold 8 of your tiny turtles. I think you sold out on those.
I did.
Those were very popular because they were one of our $5 items, and they were super cute.
They were so tiny.
Yes, very, very cute.
Pocket turtle.
Right. We sold 1 of your big versions with the jumbo yarn of the kid.
Right.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Grogu.
This is the first time that you had the jumbo one,
Yeah.
so that was nice. And the little boy that bought it was so sweet.
He was very sweet.
We sold 1 jumbo corn, the Comfort Loops pattern,
Right.
because I had 2 of the big ones, and 1 of them sold.
That one does not come out of the husk.
No, that's Miss Cornlet. That's her name, Ms. Cornlet. But I did sell 8 of the baby version where
Right.
I use the Dollar Tree yarn.
Baby corn.
Yes, and
Which is the premier basic. No, just chenille.
just chenille from the
It's
Dollar
just
Store,
chenille.
from Dollar Tree.
Right.
And I did end up selling those for $10 each. So I only had one of those left over. I sold 8.
Mm-hmm.
You sold 9 mini whales. That's always a hit for $5.
Yeah.
This was the first time you had the mini possums, and you sold 9 of them. So that was a huge hit as well.
I don't think I have any left.
I think you do, because I think you
Oh.
held some back.
Oh, okay. Because I wasn't planning on making any more for Saturday.
I thought you made like 20 total or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
made
I
a lot.
did. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. So
you
then
held
we
some
have
back.
some for Saturday.
Yeah. You sold your big, all from Jade octopus. Is it Paula the octopus?
Yes.
And that was with the jumbo yarn.
Mm-hmm. Somebody bought it for a friend's
For nursery. So cute.
Mm-hmm.
And you sold one of the small one. The small one you made with the Dollar
I made a
Tree
mini
yarn, right?
one in turquoise.
For like
with
$12, I want to say.
Yes. Yeah.
The Dollar Tree yarn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just chenille.
And then you sold the medium one. One of the medium ones with the Michaels yarn.
Right.
So that was good.
Mm-hmm.
You sold 5 of your small The Kids.
Right. Always a hit.
Yeah. One, we call them medium stick-up cats. This is the pattern by, I think it's Big BBs. I don't know if it's BBs or Bibis.
I don't know, but it's on 4 bobbles with the tail sticking straight up in the back. It's like a loaf cat.
But the shape is a little different.
The shape is different, yeah.
But that is always a hit. You
Always
also
a hit.
sold a bigger version of that one,
Mm-hmm.
which you made with,
Blanket yarn?
I think it was maybe the Big Twist plush,
Right.
I want to say.
Yeah.
Very cute. Okay, we did 5 leggy froggies.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is another one that people were saying isn't really like popular anymore.
It's still
but
selling.
It's still selling great, so I'm going to keep making
People
them.
love the faces on those.
And I just took a picture, we'll insert this picture, of a frog, like a real live frog that was out by the pool the other day,
Yeah.
and it had the face of like, so
Yeah.
that made me laugh. You sold 6 of your chubby frogs.
Right.
This was the first time we had those. That was a $5 item.
Yes. Isn't that all from Jade pattern?
I think it is all from Jade, yeah.
Each one had a different face. That's my little pro tip. If you can make different expressions on the frogs, like
Yeah.
some are snarky,
It feels special.
some are people love that.
Yeah.
Because they want to choose.
And they
what
like to see the
speaks to them.
personality.
Yeah.
And also, it's great to have a different variety of colors
Mm-hmm.
for the same type of pattern.
Right. I
like
didn't
that.
have just green. I had other patterns and,
Mm-hmm.
believable, but not all the same.
Yeah. I sold 3 of these small Mabel chickens. I sell them for $7 each.
Always a hit.
Yes and no. It depends. I didn't sell any of the big ones. The big ones I charged $14 with the jumbo yarn. But the small ones, $3. I'll take it.
Again, families.
Yeah. Definitely.
That
You
little
sold-
boy who bought that tiny chicken was adorable.
Oh, I know. Oh my god, he was so sweet.
Very.
You sold one of your sitting bees. This is a Stacy Makes pattern. And we had a little issue with that because I messed up 2 of the signs the night before. So your sitting bees and my mini elephants, I put $5 by accident.
Instead of 10.
And they're both supposed to be 10.
Yeah.
So after that sitting bee, we honored the $5 price,
Right.
of course. But then after that, we changed yours to the 10.
But you left yours.
But I left mine because I was like, blah, 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 blah. And
Right.
so I ended up selling a bunch of mini elephants for like half the price, which,
You made a lot of people happy. though,
whatever.
because
Yeah.
They got a bargain.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, but I will be changing the price moving forward. I sold one of my, I think it's 1-cent crochet bees. This is one of the first types of plushies that I ever made.
It's like a loaf bee.
Yeah. I will say this one is not as popular as it was for me last year. Like last year, these were selling like crazy.
These were flying off the table.
No pun intended.
Ha ha ha.
But yeah, now it's definitely slower, but there's still days where it's like everybody wants to be. I sold 3 axolotls, the baby axolotls.
Always popular.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what an axolotl is.
This was one of the first times that I brought out the big versions that I made. This is a different pattern. There are 2 different patterns, which you'll find in the Google Doc. But I didn't sell any of the big ones this time. People just weren't really buying the big items.
Yep.
Okay, the mini octos, which I've been making since our first market. This is actually one of This is probably like the second plushie I ever made,
Right.
this pattern.
That's the first plushie I ever made when I
Yeah.
was learning to crochet 6 months ago.
By Sweet Softies. If you are looking to get into making amigurumi, I would highly recommend starting with this pattern because it's definitely going to teach you a lot of the basics.
And it's small, it's manageable.
Yes, it's cute and
It's for
quick.
beginners.
So that's another one of our $5 items, and I sold 10 of those, so I was happy about that. I sold one of my big possums by QB Crochet. This is crazy. I sold 0 of my small possums, which are bigger than yours but smaller than the jumbo.
Right.
0. Because
Well,
I think everybody was like,
I
ooh,
didn't
mini
sell
possums.
any micro possums though, the keychains.
No, you did.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought I didn't sell any.
No, you did. Yeah, usually my possums and rats are like the best sellers, and I sold 0.
The last time we did
Of that
this
size.
festival, I'm pretty sure you sold out of the possums
Yeah.
and the darker rats.
But that's okay, because now I have them for next time. Because even on Etsy, too, those rats, like, got posted on Pinterest somewhere, and it, like, blew up, which I'm happy about, because I don't mind making them either. They're a lot of fun to make, but
They have awesome personalities.
they do. I sold one small corgi. So cute.
Everybody loves the corgi butt.
I know, the butt's so cute. That one is by, I want to say, Lina Toys, but she has a different name on Etsy than she does on Instagram. I sold 3 of the land turtles, Tofu the turtle. 6 sea turtles. I gotta make more of those. The sea turtles, the friendly red fox are always
Very
hit.
popular.
Yeah, they're always super
Everybody
popular.
loves a sea turtle.
Yes. One of the small Mikey the Mouses. One of your sitting cats. That is Green Frog Crochet, I want to say.
Right.
Super cute. You sold 2 of your Madeline Mayco mermaids.
Those mermaids were getting a lot of play.
I know, you would put one out and then someone would like almost immediately pick it up.
Yep.
You still have one left, which is good because you just have
I
it
hope
now.
I can get another one made before Saturday just to have a backup, but I don't think it's,
It's
gonna
Thursday
happen.
now, so we'll see.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to cook dinner at the same time.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I sold 2 of my small Stacy Makes skunks, which honestly are one of my favorites. They're so cute.
They're precious.
Yes.
I'm surprised that you don't sell out of those, but
I guess there's just not as many skunk fans. I love skunks. I think they're so cute. You sold one of your pretty kitties.
that might have been the last one.
I think it was. You just
Yeah.
had like one and you sold it. I sold 3 of the Comfort Loops corns that I made with the Posh yarn. I did end up charging $14 each for those. So I still have a bunch of those left. I only sold 3 of them out of 9. I sold 1 big rat, and like the possums, I didn't sell any of my smaller rats. The QB Crochet, again, one of my favorite things that we offer. But now I have them. You sold 2 of the big dumpling cats.
Those were getting a lot of play also.
They were really
this
cute.
festival.
That's a great size because they're almost like a little pillow.
Right. They're
Very huggable. And I loved the striped yarn that you used.
The Michael's variegated
I think it
full
was
size.
Sweet Snuggles, and it was on
Yeah.
sale.
Yeah, $5 for that skein, and it basically was just a little bit less than 1 skein to make a dumpling cat.
Nice.
Yeah.
I sold 1 stingray. Those are interesting because sometimes they're like really hot, and then sometimes nobody even pays any attention to them. Okay, the mini elephants that I had the wrong price for, I sold 5 of them. I think I brought 5 and I sold 5
Yeah.
because they were 50% lower than I was planning on making them.
They were practically a bargain bin item.
Yeah, that I believe that's a Nooks Hooks pattern. I just love her patterns. They're so fun. You sold your big no-sew cat, which is also a Nooks Hooks
Yes.
pattern. You used the jumbo
I
yarn for that
love
one.
that cat. He had such a lush tail.
Yeah, so cute. I sold 1 of the jumbo turtles, so it's the same pattern as the Friendly Red Fox small ones, but I just used the jumbo yarn. So I sold 1 of those. You sold 1 of your smaller dumpling cats. And then 1 capybara.
Right.
I only had maybe like
Two?
2 or 3 with
Yeah.
me, so I gotta make more of those. You sold one pocket puppy, which was just, I think, like a free pattern that you found a while ago, and you just had like 2 of them left, so.
Yeah, I
think
think
now you
I
have
only
one.
made 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very similar to the...
small dogs.
Yeah,
Same idea.
right.
And then the rest of our sales were keychains.
Oh.
So this time we decided we were just going to charge $10 for
All of the
any,
keychains.
yeah, all the keychains, same
It's
price.
too confusing when one is 8, one is 10, you know.
Right, and we're not always going to have the same keychains available, so we're like, everything's 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's just easier that way. So we sold 2 of your possum keychains,
Right.
2 of your dog keychains. I think that's a Rosalie Toys pattern.
Very cute.
Free
pattern.
Yes. 6 mushroom pop keychains, cable and canvas.
Love that. That was very popular.
Yeah, and you did a really good job of showing everyone that it popped, and people were like,
The minute I showed people that it popped, they were all like, "Oh, you made up my mind for me. I want this one."
yeah. 3 of the mini Octo keychains. So this is also the Sweet Softies pattern, but I used the Michaels
Skinny
Skinny
chenille.
Chenille. I only had 3 left, so I gotta make more of those too. We sold, like we said earlier, 1 corn keychain. The lone corn keychain that we sold. 1 the kid keychain.
Right. I only have 1 left.
2 whale keychains. 1 leggy froggy keychain. And 1 sloth keychain. So those were all of our sales at that market. And we sold 154 items total, according to my list. This was also the first time in a while that my sister was not there, and her job is usually to write down all of our sales so we know like who sold what and everything. So I took on that job this time, and thankfully...
I think you did pretty good.
Thankfully it wasn't chaotic enough that like I couldn't keep up. But
There was just one questionable entry.
Yes, where I was like, why is that price?
Yeah.
But also, my husband did remind me, it's okay to ask people to just wait a sec. Like, they will be more than happy, for the most part, to just, like, wait a second while you write something down.
I don't know. Not last time. There were people, like, ready to climb over the tables to give us their money last time at this place.
Well, for the most
was
part.
Very intimidating,
Yeah.
to say the least.
But if you just ask people for a second, they're usually, like, really chill about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It went okay in that regard. So,
As long as you keep your cool,
yes.
you know.
Our total sales for the day was $1,620, so $1,620. Yay! We were very happy with that. And I did average, you know, what the cost was per...
Item?
Yeah, so it came out to like 10 something, so like 10 something dollars per item.
That means nothing, though.
Well, I'm just trying to see like what the average cost was. It does mean something. But yeah, like I mentioned, most people were buying the smaller items that day.
Yeah.
And oops, when you take out the booth fee and the insurance, it came out to $1,495. Of course, there's material costs, gasoline, whatnot.
Somebody had asked in the past, do we just split everything down the middle? No, we don't.
Yeah.
That's why we write down all of the items, because we keep track of what's sold so that we can be credited, you know. Because we buy our own patterns, we buy our own supplies, we choose our own patterns, what we're going to make. We try not to make
the same
items, so that would be very confusing.
Yeah.
So usually it works out pretty well.
Right.
And it still does.
Yeah. So, just real quick, there was another question too about taxes and how we work that. So we do pay sales tax, and we do collect sales tax on digital
On Square.
purchases. Yeah, on Square. So if somebody is paying via card or Apple Pay or whatever through the Square, it does charge them sales tax, and then we go and pay that.
Right.
We do eat the tax though for when it's like a Venmo or a cash
PayPal.
sale. So the total that I gave you, that does not include the sales tax. So
Right.
that is just the cost of all of the items that we sold.
Right.
So
I would say roughly we have to eat half the tax.
well, I actually looked, and for this specific market, it was almost an even split between cash and card. So that was interesting.
Right.
because I'm always curious like how it breaks down. But this one was almost even, which is wild.
But we will split the tax.
Yeah.
Because
It's just too hard to keep track of like who paid who
right.
paid by card for what items. So we're just gonna split the cost of the
Right.
the sales tax.
if we only made like 20 or 30 or even 40 sales, it wouldn't be as big a deal. But the volume
the big
that we're
festivals,
doing,
it's hard to keep track of
it's
all
just
that.
too hard. It's just easier to say, look, let's just split it down the middle.
Mm-hmm. So that's how we do it. Mm-hmm. Thanks so much if you made it through this whole video. Mm-hmm. We do have, like we mentioned, another craft fair / market / it's actually an anniversary party for an animal shelter,
Right.
which is so sweet.
Where
So,
we got our baby.
yes, Bowie. So we have that coming up on Saturday, so we'll be telling you how that went as well.
We've already started filming
Right,
that video.
That's got a yarn haul.
Yeah.
That's gonna have
That has a double yarn haul because
Yes.
we're getting another shipment in tomorrow.
yeah, it's gonna have show and tell of different new makes that we've been working on. So we will have that all for you hopefully next week. So
Yeah, sometime midweek possibly.
maybe late week. We'll see how it goes. But thank you all so much for watching, and happy crocheting.
Yes.
And until next time.
Much love.